Hello, this is Katie. Welcome back to my channel. We're going to be making the second card in this kit, and there are instructions. Again, I went through those, read through them once, and also put them in front of me. And so I'm going to open up all the little bits and set those aside because we'll be coloring those. And there's also some letters from the Oliver's Stitched ABCs, which I love. I have that die set. I've been using it a lot. We have our card base. And then we have a foam cut out so that we can lift that up. Very good idea. And so the first part is to put some tape runner or adhesive, in this case probably tape runner, maybe not liquid glue, because we're going to hold this behind the frame. I'm not sticking it to the frame, just holding it where it will be, and then centering the frame over the card and pressing down on the pink so that we get the pink in the right spot and the frame is not stuck down yet. And then we're going to do the same kind of thing with the grass. So I'm just going to put some tape runner along the back, and I had to pause because I did run out of tape and I had to refill my gun. We're going to hold it behind the frame where it needs to go, and this ends up looking a little wonky once I take it away, but it works out. So it looks a little off center, but the frame still covers up the grass, so I didn't mess it up. And then I'm going to do the same with the bottom one. So just tape runner along the bottom back of the grass and then hold it in front, center it, and then press down the grass. And we'll put our frame down later. We need to do the foam frame first. I thought that was glue for some reason, but the tip of my needle is a white ball. And that was funny. I was like, oh, what a perfect little ball of glue. And then it wasn't moving. And I was like, oh, that's the ball because I'm an idiot. Anyway, so we're going to put glue on the back side of the frame. You still want to use the, I mean, it's probably symmetrical, but I used the back of the frame because the stitching is on the front. And then I'm just holding it funny, however it works for you, to try and center it on the card where it's supposed to go. And pressing down everywhere without trying to squeeze all the glue out. And then we're going to do the same to the actual frame and stick that over top of it. There will be a lot of glue involved. And then since the foam frame underneath it, to give it dimension, is foam, you get a little wiggle room here when it comes to, rather than the glue being on paper, the fact that it's on foam, you get a little more time to kind of move things around. Probably just because of the surface, and I don't know, it's smooth. You might hear the window is open. Sorry, you might hear some cars outside. But my kitty cat is enjoying some fresh air because they don't get to go outside. So in her instructions, you have the N. She said to place the N down first and center it and then kind of do the other letters from there. But what I do is I centered the N first, and then I put the Y. I do the far right letter up along the far right without covering up the stitching. And then the far left on the far left. Or actually, I can center this one now. So then I just center the D between the N and the Y, and then everything ends up centered. So I'm now going to do the far left D, and then I can stick the A down in between the D and the N so I can actually see where middle is. And then everything looks a little more centered. So this is the second card in the first kit from Valerie. I'll link everything down below, her website where you can purchase the card kits. It's a great way to play with the set and the critters and everything if you didn't want to purchase the set. Like I said in my last video, a lot of us will buy a set and make one card with it, if that, and then not make anything with it for a very long time. There are some people who buy sets a little more conservatively than others and make a lot of cards with them. I am not one of those people. I'm sure some of you can relate. We will purchase what is cute, maybe make a card, maybe not touch it for a year, and then rarely use the set again. So if you were thinking about this set, I actually don't own this set, so I was very excited to get a lot of these kits. And I did pay for these. I just offered to make the videos for Valerie because I like to have content, and coming up with cards is work in itself that sometimes I'm not in the mood for. And so having these ready to go, but also being able to have videos for you guys to watch, especially Lawn Fawn ones, was very exciting. So I did buy these kits from her. I just offered to make videos and help her kind of promote them. She is doing them on her own versus through a store. Last time she used Scrapmania. So this time she's doing the kits on her own. I must have given him a pink nose. I might fill that in later. I've been doing the noses with the W9 Copic, like the darker one, but I'm not sure if I go over that one. So yeah, this is one of the sets that originally when a whole release comes out and I'm trying to somewhat limit myself, just wasn't like, I'm not normally into the mice. These ones are very cute and they're very easy to color actually. Or dandelions. I don't know. The set just didn't speak to me at the time, but I'm glad I got to play with it. I might not still purchase the set, but I got a chance to make a card. And it was very cute. I may in the future, I need to rein in some of the purchasing. So we'll see about that. But it gives you a chance to play with something you may not, want to purchase the whole set for. And you get a cute card out of it. So these are on the Copic, the Express It blending card. And all these images are stamped on there with the Lawn Fawn Jet Black ink. So if you also wanted to try out the Express It Copic blending card, cardstock, that's what these are done on. So that is also part of it. If you want to combine kind of getting a taste of this stamp set and also that cardstock, you can do that by getting this kit. And then on the last card, the video before this, I had used mostly the Tri-Blend markers, the Spectrum Noirs, but this one I decided to kind of pick out some Copics that might look cute for the mice. I am making them all the same brown combo, but this is one of my favorite combos. It's E29, E39, and E15. See, I did his nose with W9 and I didn't do it on the other mouse. Oh well. For some reason, E29 is darker than E39. I don't really understand the coloring system in Copics, but that's fine. I have a chart that tells me what they look like. So E29, E39, and E15 is what I'm using on the mice. She also includes in her instructions all of the Copics that she used. And so if you want to color them like she did and you have those Copics, then you can do that, or you can use your favorite combos. For the green, like the bottom of the dandelions, the leaves or whatever, I just kind of looked in front of me and picked at random greens. I'm not sure I blended them out very well, but that's fine. And every now and then I'll use a tri-blend just because I like some of these color combos. So I decided to throw some teal in that party hat. And then again, using the E29, E39, and E15 on these mice. These, the two little mice in these set could also be used in a different, probably combined with like the constellation or a star set I'm thinking of, because it kind of looks like they're looking up at the sky or the stars. That could be really cute. So these kits Valerie will ship to you. The shipping is included in the pricing that's on the website. So I'll link the to her website to the card kits page directly down below so that you can look at all the ones there. I'm still working on doing the videos. The last release of card kits that she has will be on the 29th. So I'll be doing more videos all the way through the 29th. And I'm needing to catch up on the ones that are already out for purchase. And I believe some of you guys have already purchased them. I believe she's getting orders for them, so that's good. And this little mouse, I think he's from the He's not from this set. He's from, I think the Say Cheese set, the older one with like the elephants and the camera. I think I recall him because I have that set and I'm pretty sure he's from there. I could be very wrong, but I can tell he's not from this set. He looks very different. But you'll see where he ends up on the card. He's kind of like an outsider, but it works. Now I have all these mice with like W9 noses, and that mouse up there in the top right has a pink nose. I don't know I might go color it. The card is already done, but I might go fix his nose. And then I'm using the Coral Blend on the butterfly. I think she had used some orange colors. I'm using a yellow combination of Y17, Y15 on these dandelion flowers, and Y02. I don't think I showed you that one. I'm sorry. That's Y02, but you can kind of see it there. And then we're going to be doing something special for the ones that have turned into these ones that you see that have turned into the thing that you blow into the wind. I haven't done that in forever, but I haven't seen one lately. So what I did was on this Prisma glitter, this is essentially Lawn Fawn's like not chunky glitter. It's the fine glitter called Prisma glitter. I left half of the foam on there. I cut it off because I really just use this for dipping. And I don't need the whole thing open for more exposure to glitter. And when I went off camera, I'm kind of just blowing it into the wind, which is funny because that's what you're supposed to do with these things. So I guess maybe now I have. Tapping the image in my tweezers. The tweezers aren't very tight, so I'm trying to, it does not get off enough glitter, just tapping. So I'm off to the left. I'm just kind of blowing off the extra glitter. I feel like using your embossing buddy like you do before you stamp and use embossing powder would probably help, and I should have thought of that. I don't know if this glitter is a static issue, but it could be, so maybe try that first. She didn't do this on her card, but I wanted to use this glitter, and I really like how it looks when you just add little dabs of glue and the glitter catches on it. I think it just looks really cute on cards. So I'm setting those off to the side to kind of dry a little bit. I'm going to still end up sticking them to the card probably while they're wet, but you will see the technique I use for that. So I'm mostly using her image of the completed card to figure out where these are going to go. I do change the location of a few of the items. So I actually show you that compared to the original image. So I'll talk about that as well, just because I preferred them in different places. So here I'm showing you, it's still a little wet with the glitter, but I'm just going to put glue on the back. And then I'm just going to use the point of my tweezers to press it down in the non-gluey, glittery areas to make sure that it sticks down to the card. And then also it still gives it a chance to dry after I've already stuck it down. So they're going to be holding one. And then there's also these tiny little flurries. I probably could have put glitter on these too, but there were a lot of little pieces. So the little flurries, it almost looks like, this is probably what it's supposed to be, but the little guy on the upper right is blowing them and they're flowing over to the upper left. So that's pretty cute. So this little guy, I just stuck the mouse that does not belong in this stamp set. I stuck a party hat to his head, which is in the instructions. She has him over the A, but I don't want to cover up the A. His hat kind of, his shape makes him look like an A, but I just can't bring myself to cover up any of the letters like in the image I just showed you. So I kind of put him off to the left because I still want you to see the word dandy. And I do the same for a flower later that she has like on top of the Y. I kind of put it off to the right. So I'll show you that. That didn't sound good. We're right next to the dumpster, so whenever people throw heavy shit in there, it's very loud. And my window is still open, so sorry if there's noise. Oh my God. Quit throwing your furniture away. The joys of living on the bottom floor next to the dumpster. It's actually fine though, because I am more happy that it's convenient to dump my garbage really fast and recycle, and I'm on the bottom floor and it's right there. I like that more than being annoyed by the loud dumpster sounds. Although on recycle day, the truck has to empty a bunch of bins and it takes like 10 minutes. And if I don't leave for work on time, then she's blocking my car and I can't get out. So that's fine. Anyway, so I showed you on the why she had one of the flowers on top of it, and I didn't want that there. So I kind of just put it off to the right. And then I do believe there are extra flurry pieces, like more than are actually on her card. And so I'm just adding them kind of around the border and stuff because I like the way it looks and I wanted to use all the extra pieces. Since I don't have this set, there's no reason of keeping them. I also feel like if you have a chicken stamp, you could use these as like chicken feet because they look like little chicken feet. Anyway, so that is the card. Thank you for watching. I will leave all the information down below and I will see you guys next time. Bye.